Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're taking a look at the brand new utility shoulder bag from Uniqlo. I've already covered the backpack version, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave it up in the top corner or at the very end of the video. But this is their latest addition to their bag lineup, which comes straight after the hugely popular multi-pocket shoulder bag. The big question is, can this new version improve on what was already a very popular design, or is the multi-pocket still the better buy? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out, so without further ado, let's just jump straight right into it. So starting off with the exterior, as I mentioned in my review of the Uniqlo utility backpack, this also comes with the newer thicker material that Uniqlo seems to be introducing across their latest range, which is the only two items that they released. The difference is actually quite noticeable compared to some of the previous bags. It feels a bit more substantial in hand, a bit more durable, and just has a better nice feel to it. That's probably one of the first things that stood out when I picked this one up. I just want you to be aware that I have packed this with just some clothing to keep its shape, help showcase this sling bag a bit more easier. But yeah, looking at the exterior, both the front and the back panels are very clean and flat. At first glance, it almost looks like there aren't any compartments at all. However, if you uplift this little fabric here, there is two compartments here that you can find. The design is quite similar to what we've seen on the backpacks, where one of the pockets sits in front of each other. They're completely separate compartments, so if you put your hands in both the pockets, they don't meet in the middle. So put your hands here, and I put my hands here. This one here is overlapping this one, so stacking on top of it. They don't touch each other, so they're two separate compartments. You do have this nice pull tab and zip tab over here as well, with this little excess flap that covers the zips. There's a built-in key attachment here as well that you can use. It's pretty deep as well. It goes to the other side, while this one comes over just to about here as well. So you're getting good space in here. Personally, I do think these pockets work best for slimmer everyday items. Things like a phone, wallet, maybe a thin power bank, cables, and just little accessories that don't take up too much space. When it's stacked on top of each other, it does press against each other as well. So you probably don't want to fit large bulky items, just to keep that in mind. So moving around to the sides here, we do have two deep pockets. Very functional. They're not like heavily tapered, they're actually pretty square to be fair, so you could fit a large enough bottle in here. Each pocket is secured with a press stud or little stud button, and you just clip. Same as the previous sling bag as well, same design, and yeah, this one keeps it nice and tight when you're not in use. On the other sides, literally exactly the same. Good depth, and you could put a large water bottle in here, or you could use an umbrella if you wanted to keep it in here, or just pack away something that's foldable in here. And then turning to the back, we do have just a plain back panel. There's no compartments on this side. It's very flat and very flush, so you do have this bottom bit as well, which does have a bit of a base. Even without the items inside, it still is able to just stand because it has a wide base and it goes edge to edge on both sides. For the straps, we do have these built-in straps on the sides. You can't remove them, unfortunately, but it's a fairly simple strap design. It is quite wide, and you do have a long adjustable length to maximize the use for your height, or depending on what body height you are. It is nice and pretty simple, not too much to be said about that. And then just onto the interior, you do have YKK zippers, exactly same pull tabs like I mentioned earlier, and then you have it all open like this. And now it is a bit dark. Some people might prefer a lighter colouring in the liner, but I do feel like this is okay. It's not too hard to find your items, but sometimes the opposite lining or a lighter colour would make grabbing things a lot easier and distinguishing it. That's up to personal preference. But on the back side, we do have a little tablet sleeve at the back here, and it does get held down by a little Velcro strap. So this is my 12.9 inch iPad Pro, and I'm just going to test it back here. It fits perfectly fine, actually. So if you can see, it runs all the way edge to edge. It does have a bit of space in terms of here. It does goes edge to edge. It does have a little bit at the sides, so you could fit maybe a 13-inch in here, which is pretty cool. I do have a 16-inch laptop, but I don't think that fits. But the 12.9-inch iPad Pro does fit. It does have good padding at the front here, but on the back there actually isn't really much padding at all. So you probably just want to be aware of that and how you set it down. No false bottom either. It does have good depth actually towards the bottom of the bag and your main storage area. And then on the back side here, you do have, on the front side, I done it back to front. On the front side, we do have 2 organizational pockets, which are quite spacious, but they are loose. So if you were to flip it upside down, things will probably end up falling out, which may happen out of 1 out of 10 times. So this is a little test to see just what fits in here. So I have the iPad Pro 12.9-inch. Just put this right at the back. And then I do have this large tech case that I carry once in a while in my backpack, but surely it fits in here. And then I have my camera in here, pocketable Fujifilm X106 in here, off to the side. And then we still have all this room at the top here, if you can see. So plenty of space up here, but I'll just leave that for now. And then I'll show you at the sides here. Umbrella, also by Uniqlo, in here, all the way down. It does hold it nice and firm. And then a 1 liter water bottle. Let's see if it fits in here together. And with a bit of pushing and shoving, this is a 1 liter water bottle, which you probably not even carry. So if I change it out, this is 750, I believe. If I put it in here, you will have a shorter distance. Obviously, if you put a 500mm, it's probably going to fit better too. But that's all I got at the moment. And then yeah, there you go. Very functional indeed. You can see that the iPad is really raised here as well. I don't know, it does feel a bit not too protected here. You can see how much the iPad is sticking up here. Look, I don't think that's the safest, but take that your own will. So this is the on-body look, and you can see how rectangular it is. It's just like a little messenger bag as well, medium messenger bag. And then I do have the tablet here, and you can see just how this naturally just becomes a flat base, just pressing into my side. I think that's normal for the most part for a lot of bags anyway. I mean, if they had a bit more padding, it might be a bit more comfortable, but you do just feel the iPad leaning against your hip here. But it's not too bad if it's not bumping into you all the time, but you can always just swing it around the back if it gets annoying. But should be okay for light stuff. That's the utility shoulder bag. So with the pricing of this comes in at $24.90 here in the UK, and it is available in 2 colour options. We got the black and the olive. As for capacity, Uniqlo doesn't currently list any of the official liter measurements on the product page, so I can only go by my own experience and estimation. Based on the overall dimensions and usable space, I'll place this somewhere in the region of 11 to 14 litres, possibly 15's at push, considering you could fit maybe like a 13-inch MacBook Air, something small and slim. Again, that's just my estimate, so take it with a pinch of salt. Until Uniqlo provides an actual figure, I'll update you then, or you could always check for yourself. Interestingly, I've noticed that Uniqlo sometimes adds the additional liter capacity later on after the product has launched for whatever reason. Some of their newer bags releases initially go live with without a stated capacity, and then later down the line I'll check again and somehow it appears to be there. It would certainly make comparing bags a lot easier if those details were just available on day one. That said though, despite being just relatively new, this bag has already picked up the bestseller label on the UK website, which suggests it's proving to be a popular choice already. So moving on to my final thoughts of this Uniqlo utility shoulder bag. Overall, I do have to say it is quite simple again, or even simple compared to the previous one. I have to say it is a really clean looking bag as well. It's minimal, understated, and has that distinctive Japanese inspired aesthetic that Uniqlo does just so well. When you look at the product photos and how it's styled on the models, it has a very simple and effortless look that I think appeals to many people today. Fashion trends have definitely shifted towards more minimal, practical pieces over the last few years, and I think their bag fits perfectly into that type of space. It's easy to wear, easy to style, and just doesn't draw too much attention. It even pairs well with their own clothing line, which of course it was probably intentional, but from a functionality standpoint, I'd describe it as something that sits between just a traditional messenger bag and a large sling. It offers a bit more capacity and practicality than your average sling, while still remaining relatively compact and very easy to carry. The main thing maybe for this type of design is I'm not the biggest fan of stacked compartments where one pocket sits directly on top of another. From a design perspective, it works really well and helps keep the exterior looking clean and streamlined. Functionally though, I sometimes feel like it's not the most efficient use of space, especially one of those pockets starts filling up. It will just feel a bit bulky and hard to get your items in and out of. The other point to consider is at $24.90 is exactly the same price as the previous sling bag, which is the multi-pocket shoulder bag. It naturally makes the comparison quite difficult to ignore, so it's really up to you, and they're both at the same price points, but they're both completely different styles as well. The multi-pocket is listed at around 13 litres, and judging by the size of the utility shoulder bag, I'd estimate they're very similar in capacity. Perhaps this one just being a slightly bit smaller. Yeah, I'd maybe say 15, but maybe yes, around 11, 14 maybe in liter size. Because of that, choosing the two just really comes down to personal preference and how you intend to use the bag. For me, I'll probably lean towards the multi-shoulder bag, simply because I prefer its layout and its organization. However, that's not to say this utility shoulder bag isn't a great option. In fact, I think both bags are excellent value for money. They're well made, practical, affordable, and offer a lot of price. So whichever one you choose, I don't think you're making a bad decision anyways. Hopefully this video gives you a good look at the bag and highlights some of the little details that aren't really obvious just because you haven't seen it in person. I've tried to just point out some quick strengths and weaknesses of this and the little design quirks that you might not notice until you've actually used it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Pretty much cover every Uniqlo bag release on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date with the latest Uniqlo bags and reviews, make sure you're subscribed. That's all for today guys, and yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.